Morning, welcome back to the channel. I'm currently just got down the yard. I've just fed all the ponies. It's been an incredibly busy weekend. We've just had the May Bank holiday weekend, so it's currently Tuesday morning. We've been out showing all weekend, which you would have seen by now, the vlogs from that weekend. But also where it's been a bank holiday, so much has happened down the yard. There is so many changes going on that the yard is an absolute mess. So yeah, Willow's panel on the front of his stable has been replaced. That has been dealt with. So all the stables now are ready for painting. And then the biggest change is this side, the hay and straw sheds. They're coming down and the lorry body is gone. So that's been on the cards for quite a while now, the lorry body going, because I have no use for it anymore. And the whole long-term goal, we think, is we don't plan to be at this yard forever. So if you have seen my video on how much my horses cost me, you will know that we only rent this yard, but we have freedom to do whatever we want with it, basically. So we put that lorry body in years ago. It was absolutely brilliant in its time, but it's no longer needed. So that has gone. And these two sheds will be coming down. That's just a storage shed for Steve's rubbish. And then my hay and straw. But this actually leaks. So you have to be quite particular with where you put your hay. Well, more where you put the straw. So it doesn't get leaked on. So all this is coming down and being replaced. So yeah, it's been a busy weekend. The yard is a complete mess. I don't actually know what we're doing today, and I have a vet coming at some point for Donut. So again, if you followed the journey, you'll find out, you'd know that I had the same vet surgery for 20 odd years. Absolute brilliant company. Hey Donny. But one of their vets got ill and they decided to stop doing horses. So I found another vet company. They treated Champ whilst he had colic and everything. Absolutely brilliant. Had them for about 2 months and then they shut down completely. So I've had to find another vet company, which is fine. These vets, they come out to Willow and Donut's injections the other week. They seem absolutely fine. But the only problem with them, they don't give you a time that they're coming. They will ring me half an hour before they're due to come to my yard. So I have no idea what time they're coming to Donut. So I just feel I can't plan my day. I know Gambler's not doing anything today anyway because he was out showing yesterday. So that's fine. Donut, not going to do anything with him because, as I say, he's got a vet visit as it is and he's going to have to do a few things for the vet anyway, so not working him. So luckily it is only Willow that I've got to try and work around the vet, but it's also due to chuck it down with rain as well today, so I'm trying to avoid the rain. I'm absolutely exhausted from this busy weekend of showing. It's finally time to see if Donut gets his Stallion licence. This is part 1 today of his test to be done. He will do his vetting basically to make sure he hasn't got any conformational faults, hereditary conditions or anything that will stop him getting his Stallion licence. And then they will remove some hair from his mane with the root attached, so we send that one off. That's the second part. That will check his DNA to make sure he is who we say he is. His parents are his parents. I know the breeder. I saw him at days old. I know the mum, I know the dad. So I've got no worries on the DNA side of it. So we find out today whether he passes the first stage and whether he will then need to, if he fails that stage, he'd need to be gelded. So we find Donut's future really today. So yeah, they're just currently eating their breakfast. I'm waiting for them. Then I'm going to turn Donut and Gambler out quickly. Because as I say, I don't know when the vet's coming. As soon as I turn them out, you know for a fact she's going to ring me. Luckily, I think I could catch Donut again with some sweets. But he never went out much yesterday because we were at a show with Gambler all day. And I can't turn him out on his own. Although he's a stallion, he doesn't like being out on his own. So he spent most of the day in. When we did get back from the show, we turned Gambler and Donut out for a couple of hours. But yeah, I want to get him out for a little bit before the vet arrives. So they're out now in the rain. He is wired, Donut is. So yeah, you know for a fact now, always the way. The vet will probably ring to say she's on her way, but he needs, schnoz. He needs to get out and run off some energy before they expect me to trot him up and down for a vetting. Absolutely wide. This grass really is coming through and going straight to his head. He's been out literally 5 minutes and peace has been restored again. He's happy. He just likes being with his friend. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, I'm just currently mucking out the stables, waiting for the vet to call. So it's been a couple of hours now, mucked out all the stables, and we've tidied up as much of the yard as I can. So makes it a little bit more presentable, but I still haven't heard from the vets. So I don't actually know whether to bring Donut in now for a bit whilst I go home, grab a sandwich, because he actually looks like a drowned rat, and I want him at least a little bit presentable for the vet and not look like unkept and uncared for. But yeah, it's just a waiting game. This is the only thing bad that I can say about this vet, because all the other vet surgeries that I've had, you ring them in the morning and they give you at least a rough time of a morning appointment, lunchtime or afternoon. But this one, you get nothing. You have to wait around all day long, just waiting for them. Because as soon as I get home, they'll probably ring me. And then I'll have to come running down here again, which is fine. I don't live far away, but I also need to go to the tack shop this week. And pick up horse food, and I could have done that today if I knew a rough time. How do your vets do it? You know, I booked this appointment in ages ago, so they know exactly what they're coming out for. So I don't know, I assumed I'd have had more of a rough idea on times, but yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't want him seeing a vet like he is. It's just, he's sopping wet, absolutely sopping wet. The being wet doesn't matter, it won't stop them doing what they need to do, but he just looks a mess, and I want him to look half decent for his stallion license. So yeah, I think we're going to pull them in now, run home for lunch, and then come back. Oh, not long. Looks like we're going to be spending the day down here just waiting. We were just saying, weren't we? We think Donut knows his future is being decided today, doesn't he? Because he just won't stop whinnying. So yeah, today is the day your future is decided, whether your nuts come off or not. Hopefully not. I can't see any reason for it, but I'm not a vet. They are very strict on it.
One little thing and they're failed, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, baby boy. He just seems to have shot up in height though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He seems so tall now. He's just not putting... He's not skinny, but of course he's not looking like a 3-year-old. He's not put the weight on as I would expect. But this weather has been awful all winter. And as soon as he's gone out on the spring grass, he's shot up in height. So I'm hoping next month or two he'll stop growing up and start growing out. But yeah, he's sopping wet. So wet, bless him. So as always, the vet's rung me when I was driving back home. She said she'd be about 45 minutes. So I'm just going to grab a cup of tea, change my boots because I have my wellies on and they're going to make me trot him up in hand. I know that. So I'm going to change my boots for something a little bit easier to run in. And we're going to head down the yard and, well, find out what Donut's future holds. Sad now. Hey, hopefully you'll be all right, Dee. It's all good. We love you. We love you, whatever.
Well, most of the time you get booted, don't you?
Yes.
So it's...
Yeah, no.
And then so you take 10 on the side circle, so you've got to go behind. Perfect. And the other way. I need to keep contact. Okay, that's perfect.
So the vet has gone. He's trying to eat me now. This is all he does, his mouths. But his future, he can keep... Oh, not my jacket. He can keep his bits on the first part. No, thank you. He has passed the first stage of the vetting. There is no known reason why he cannot produce foals. Although I don't want foals. We want it more for the ridden showing and foals later on in life. But yes, so he's just got to pass the DNA test part of it now. But as I say, I'm 99.999% sure he will pass that bit without a problem at all. So I don't know how long that will take to come back with the results, but at the moment he's got his stallion license on the way, so that's all good. So I've come in the dry now because it's absolutely just chucking it down out there. But yes, I'm going to end this video here because, as I say, it's just too wet to do anything. I'm really pleased that he's passed this bit. Of course, as I say, I didn't have any reasons to believe he wouldn't. but it just opens up so many more options for him showing wise now, once he gets all the results back in his number, because then he can go to affiliated shows, because we've got this problem at the moment. The little local shows used to allow stallions to them, but because of rise of insurance costs and everything, a lot of them have stopped stallions going to them. So we could only do the affiliated shows, but they wanted them to have their stallion license at his age. So that, hopefully, we'll get the paperwork back soon. And I'm, fingers crossed, going to get him out again this summer and give him a job, because this is why he's very mouthy and annoying at the moment, because he's bored. He's at that age where he wants something to do. So at least then, if we can get him out to some in-hand shows, it just gets his brain thinking. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to follow along with his journey, and I will see you again soon. Bye.